Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to do something a little different. Instead of looking at a huge topic, we're putting on our marketing detective hats. We're going to break down piece by piece the sales page for a fitness product called Ageless Shoulders and really figure out the powerful techniques they use to build such a persuasive story.
Okay, so let's just dive right in at the very top with the hook. This headline is the first thing you see, and wow, it is a masterclass in grabbing your attention. It's got that mix of mystery, right? A forgotten Indian ritual. But it also has a super specific promise, helping a huge number of people erase shoulder pain fast. Every single word in there is designed to make you want to know more.
Now, let's zoom in on that number for a second. Why 27,591? I mean, why not just say over 27,000 or almost 28,000? Well, because a number this specific feels real. It feels like someone actually sat there and counted every single person. It's a classic trick that just instantly makes something seem more authentic. It's all about building what they call social proof. You know, the idea that if that many people have tried it, it's got to be for real.
And that leads us right into the first big part of the whole narrative, creating this really compelling, kind of mysterious backstory. See, this isn't just a workout routine. Oh no, it's framed as the rediscovery of something ancient and powerful that was lost. That framing takes it from being just a product you can buy to like a piece of secret wisdom you're being let in on.
Okay, so you've got this ancient wisdom, but how do you make it credible for us today? Well, you introduce the guide. The page makes sure to tell you about his credentials right away. A master's degree, licensed therapist, all these certifications. They even throw in that he was a U.S. Marine. It's all there to position him as the perfect person to connect this ancient secret with modern science.
And this is where things get really clever. This is all about authority by association. The pitch links this routine to groups that we just automatically respect for being physically tough. We're talking soldiers, Navy SEALs, top-tier athletes. The message you're supposed to get, without them even saying it, is powerful. Hey, if this works for them, then it's definitely going to work for your sore shoulder.
So, the story is set. The authority is in place. Now, the pitch makes a really smart pivot. It starts to define the problem. But notice, it doesn't just talk about shoulder pain in general. It creates a very specific problem that, surprise, surprise, its unique solution is perfectly made to fix.
And how do they do that? They ask you a question. It's meant to stop you in your tracks and make you think, wait a minute, do I actually know the real cause? It plants this little seed of doubt that maybe the common knowledge is wrong and that you're about to learn the secret.
And then, the big reveal. They introduce their own custom-made diagnosis, frozen blood flow. Honestly, this is just brilliant branding. It's not some complicated medical term you can't pronounce. It's simple, it's memorable, and it paints this really vivid picture in your head of something being stuck. By inventing this new enemy, the product can now swoop in as the one and only hero that can defeat it.
Which, of course, brings us to the solution itself. Now that they've perfectly defined the problem as a flow issue, the product is presented as this super simple, elegant fix. It's a tool designed to do one thing: get things moving again and unfreeze that blood flow. And you can see it all laid out here. Just look at how they systematically remove every single reason you might have to say no. It's an at-home routine, so you don't need a gym. The tool itself is only 1 pound, so you're not intimidated or worried it'll be too hard. And it's made for a huge age range, which makes you feel like, hey, of course this will work for me. Okay, so we've got the logic, we've got the problem, we've got the solution. Now the pitch shifts gears and brings out its most powerful weapon, emotion. We move away from the what and the how, and we get to the why. They use personal stories to make all those benefits feel incredibly real. This right here is the heart of the sale.
The very first story they tell isn't about, I improved my range of motion by 15 degrees. No, it's about a priceless human moment. Sarah's story connects the product directly to this deep emotional reward, being able to play with her grandchild. That is so much more powerful than any technical spec.
Next up is Michael's story, and this one taps into a really deep fear, losing your ability to provide for your family. His job was literally on the line, so the product is positioned as the hero that saved him from having to get surgery and let him keep his job. It sets up a choice, a risky operation, or this simple, easy alternative.
And finally, we have Linda's story, which speaks to that constant, grinding, day-to-day pain. It's all about that basic human desire to just get a good night's sleep or to go out and have fun with friends again. And notice that key phrase, within days. That's a huge promise of fast relief.
We've had the logic, we've had the emotion. Now it's time for the final act of this performance, closing the deal. At this point, the only thing that might be stopping a customer is the hesitation to actually spend the money. So this whole next section is built to completely demolish that last little wall of resistance.
The price is laid out nice and clear, a single payment. By calling it a discounted price, it makes you feel like you're getting a special deal. It's not a subscription you have to worry about canceling, it's just a one-and-done investment in feeling better.
And to make that guarantee feel totally real, they don't just say it, they show it to you. They lay it out on this simple timeline. There's no tricky fine print. It's just get it, try it for 2 full months, and then decide. It makes the idea of a risk-free trial feel really tangible.
This slide is just a perfect summary of a technique called risk reversal. The whole idea is to frame the decision so it's impossible to lose. It's an absolute win-win. Either the product is amazing and you get to feel great, or you send a quick email and you get all your money back. By taking away any chance of a bad outcome, that fear of making a mistake just kind of melts away.
So, after breaking all this down, the real question isn't so much whether a 1-pound club can fix your shoulder. The real takeaway here is just appreciating the incredible skill of the pitch itself. From that ancient story and those super specific numbers to the emotional stories and that rock-solid guarantee, every single piece is carefully designed to build trust and get you to say yes. And it kind of makes you wonder, right? The next time you're feeling really persuaded to buy something, are you buying the product or are you buying the perfectly told story that came with it?